many times in a lifetime does one get this 7.5 year cycle? You said 3 times. Now
Yes.
that is Saade-Saati, the 7.5 year period of Lord Saturn of Shani Devji. There is this other thing called the dasha, which is again it's planetary movement in your lifetime. So
Yes.
is Saade-Saati and Saturn's dasha, is it the same thing?
No.
So
Saade-Saati is like this will come in everybody's life. No one is there who can just skip this Saade-Saati. But
Right.
there are many people who can skip the dasha of Saturn, because Saturn dasha goes for the 19 years, and depending on what nakshatra in which we had taken birth, depending on that we get the Mahadashas. So dasha or Mahadasha or major period, it is the same thing. So whatever it is, so let's say if you had taken birth in Venus Mahadasha, so it will run for 20 years, then it will take time. So Saturn Mahadasha will come very late, or it may not come also.
Okay. So
it is dasha.
Saade-Saati definitely happening to everybody. Dasha, not necessarily.
Not necessary. But
And
there will be some people who will get the Shani Mahadasha and Saade-Saati, because during the 19 years of Shani Mahadasha,
right.
Saade-Saati is definitely going to come.
Okay. And the consequences of it, the impact of it is different. Saade-Saati is different, dasha is different.
Yes.
And
both are different.
if it happens together, there is an overlap.
No, there is no overlap. There is no overlap, because so it is like the planet, like Shani Mahadasha. So whatever the portfolio has been given to the Saturn in your birth chart, like if it is like for Aquarius, it is the ascendant lord, your rising sign lord, or your moon sign lord. So it will behave in a very different manner. So for the 19 years, it will say, okay, I will take care of your emotions. I will take care of your finances. But the Saade-Saati says, I will take care of whatever things you had done till now. So it is like overall everything. That's why it is different.
Right. And now I want, and again, questions are coming in again. So this question of Punita's, I'm asking you right now, Upma-ji, you let us know if you're going to explain this to us now or actually with the demonstrations that we go through. So Punita's written, what will be the effect of Saturn for those with Dhaiya? Now, I have heard of Dhaiya and Kantak because of you, Upma-ji. So what is this Dhaiya Punita is referring to, just for everybody's information? Ashok, please ask your questions on the group. And everybody who's written, I am Aquarius, I am Libra, tell me about my sign, tell me about my sign. We will try and get you on. Just hang in there. Let us take care of this question that Punita has asked. What is Dhaiya now, suddenly out of the blue?
So
Saade-Saati is not enough. Now, what is this?
So Saade-Saati means 7.5 years.
Right.
Okay. In English, we will say 7.5 years. So 2.5 years. In Hindi, we will say Dhaiya. Now, when Saturn, which is transiting from your moon sign, from the left, then over the moon, and then right, then it will give you the 2.5 years of time to see whether you had learned your learnings or not. So it is the time when Saturn is sitting behind you, just observing you. If you had learned the lessons, very good. In this 2.5 years, Saturn will just keep watching. And when Saturn will come in your own house, means your peace of mind, your the home where you live, that is known as a fourth house. That time Saturn, when comes in the fourth house, it is known as a Dhaiya. So now, if you had learned the lessons, from here Saturn will say, I'm going to reward you. If you had not learned the lesson, now this Saturn will say, I had given you the 7.5 years of duration to learn the things you had not learned. Now I had shrink that punishment or reward in 2.5 years. Now get this.
Right. So each of the 2.5 is the matlab dhai basically. Two and a
Yes,
half is dhai, what
Dhai.
we call in Hindi dhai. So dhaiya. Okay. And
Correct.
each 2.5 year period is your period of learning and you're being observed.
No,
You
not
don't-
every time.
Okay.
After Saade-Saati,
Okay.
there is a 2.5 years when we don't
Oh,
have anything.
okay.
After
Okay.
completion of Saade-Saati, there
Okay.
is a 2.5 years of time when we are not having anything, but Saturn is observing us. So as soon as that 2.5 years ends and Saturn enters in our fourth house, which is our peace of mind, our emotions, our sensitivity, our you can say heart. So that time is considered as a Dhaiya.
Okay. And that's when either your rewards are going to happen or your
Yes,
major punishment is going to happen.
correct. If you have been rewarded, then it will be like your energy will become bubbly, you will become more social, you will like you can go in the marathon running, or you can join the gym. Your body will be giving you more energy to complete the task. And if it is like punishment, then you will become lethargic, isolated, there will be no one to talk, you will be popping the medicines, heart surgery, open heart surgery, all these things will happen here.
Interesting. All of this is very interesting. This is okay, Dhaiya. So what is Kantak, Upma-ji? There's this, I've heard this Kanthak, Kantak. So that's also a part of this of Saade-Saati of the
No,
7.5
no,
years.
no, that is not a part of Saade-Saati. So in the fourth house, Saturn has given you reward or punishment, depending on your chart. Now for the 7.5 years, Saturn is again going in a side and keep observing you, what you are doing. After the completion of these 7.5 years, that is the particular in the chart, there is known as a 8th house, which is known as a longevity house. And when Saturn comes in the longevity house, that is known as a Ashtam Shani or Kantak Shani.
So 7.5 years, then 2.5 years, then the next 7.5 years is the
And then Saade-Saati.
and then again